friend. RG12 here. Hope everybody's okay. It's normal. Out for a walk with my best pal. That's nice to look at than his dad. So, just a bit of an update. We ended up not going over to the northeast. I won't get into that. Tuesday and Wednesdays are always like our weekend, so because it's the wife and the days off. I had to, if you watch the video, I had the blood pressure monitor on. It seems to be okay, the readings, nothing too bad. So I was quite pleased when I heard there wasn't anything so bad, so I'm just carry on taking the tablets and see how we get on. That's all you can do, isn't it? It was a bit of a farce with it all, getting it put on at the chemist, but eventually it was done, so all well that ends well. They did want me to do another reading myself, but I thought I've just done it for the 24-hour monitor, so I stress myself out if I do it myself. I have to write the readings down and get it, you know, with having PTSD. It's just how it is. So I took that one back to the doctor's today. I ran up there. My foot was okay actually, running up there, and then on the way back, the last few hundred yards it started to hurt, so I don't know what's wrong with that. But it's coming up to Halloween in this country, and as I was running past, I noticed one of the houses, they do it every year, they always decorate the house, and I noticed it, and I took a video of it. I'll put it in for you now, see what you think. Well, that's it. Did you see it? Did you notice that they'd put a mannequin out of Donald Trump? Now, it's up to them what they want to do. I did notice it had a sign round its neck saying winner. I agree with that. But thinking about how most people express themselves openly around here is they were probably saying that he'd won the most scary caricature, because generally people wouldn't put a caricature out like that of someone like Donald Trump or Nigel Farage unless they were poking fun, because in their world they believe they're the majority and everybody agrees with them, so they're wrong. They had to bring politics into a Halloween. That's up to them, isn't it? Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they're showing me that he's a winner, I doubt it. That's their freedom of choice, isn't it? But it is a bit like demonisation. It's a bit like this Labour government and Keir Starmer demonising the Reform Party by calling them horrendous insults, far-right, fascist, Nazis, saying they need to fight. No wonder a young councillor, I think he was 19, was attacked and assaulted. That's all down to Labour for stirring up hatred, because they know they're finished. They're a busted flush. Estimates are there is a general election tomorrow. Reform would gain 440, something like that, 450 nearly seats. Believe it or not, the Conservatives that once had a landslide victory under Boris Johnson would end up with 7. But you know what? It's down to them, it's their fault. The problem is, we've got to wait. And what sort of a country is it going to be when we've finished waiting? God knows. Rachel Reeves or Rachel Thieves is going to, surprise, surprise, da-da, put up our taxes. Hey! Yeah, honestly, wouldn't mind if the taxes were going to be used for us. But it's never for the British people. The roads round here are like a third world countries have better roads. These roads are atrocious with potholes. Cost me £1,000 for new springs. But priorities. Surely, if I was in government, I'd want to try and prioritise my country, my people. They can't even control the borders. They can't do anything. They're the worst inept government in the history of this country and politics in modern times. They're an outrage. Angela Rayner apparently was given £17,000 severance pay. She got this because she knew she was going to be sacked. So quick as she could, she stuck in her resignation, which enabled her to free up the 17 grand. Little loophole. Great, isn't it? But they all look after each other, don't they? That's the name of the game. Scratch your back, I'll scratch mine. And then they just move on, spend all the money, go into politics with nothing, leave politics with millions. Something not right there, is there? Nope. Just doesn't add up, does it? It doesn't add up. I was looking at the views I get for this channel. They're not that good. When I look at some of the channels that I watch, some of them are up in the millions, 1.2, 2, 3, 4 million. Amazing. I get more views for the shorts that I put on. Like yesterday when I was out walking, saw a swan on Ulverston Canal. Took a quick video clip, like a minute, and you get hundreds and hundreds of views for that. What I'm doing now, lucky if I get a handful. But as I say, I'm doing it for me, aren't I? But I think I might look at it and just look at a couple of uploads, like this type of upload, like maybe a weekly blog, see what we've done through the week. I've just got to decide which days I'm going to upload them, maybe a Monday or a Friday, something like that. Put it in the comments if you've got a preference, or just put it in the comments. It's nice to read them. Maybe it'd be more interesting, I don't know. Good job I've got Rocky, innit? It'll be less interesting. Here we are at the back. See if he's interested in having a drink. Maybe too cold, actually. Is it too cold, son? Too cold to go in there today, Dad? Yeah, it's too cold. We'll crack on then. But we'll have to see whether it's going to be a really harsh winter or not. I mean, getting back to the mannequin of Donald Trump, in connection with Halloween and terror and frightening. They really should have had a mannequin of Keir Starmer, because his policies have actually killed pensioners and farmers. Pensioners are now getting to that stage in the year where they're terrified to put the heating on because they can't afford it. Whereas the migrants in the luxury hotels, probably the private health care, they're not worried, are they? That's not right, is it? It's not racist, it's just not right. So, a Keir Starmer mannequin, yeah, stick that out. Look at the farmers. Farmers have committed suicide. One is too many because of his policies. It's going to get to the point in this country where people are going to say, well, what's the point in actually working? Just hand all their money over to the government. And this tax the rich policy, everyone should be fairly taxed, yeah. This tax the rich policy just works out by thousands of millionaires leaving the country. And who blames them? Could you blame them? No. It's not going to work, is it? It isn't going to work. Not at all. We're just going to go bust. We're heading there now. Recession's up. The price of food is absolutely ridiculous. And everybody's noticing it. When we go shopping now, we pick and choose a bit more what we buy, and we check what we've got in the freezer, so we're not buying stuff unnecessarily. The price of meat is ridiculous. They call me a conspiracy theorist. They don't want us eating meat, do they? They want us to eat bugs and grass. And that's the way it's going, isn't it? That's the way it's going. It's getting to the point where meat is a luxury item. And to go out for a meal is unbelievable. Especially if you have a bottle of wine. You're looking at spending over £100 easily. That's why people aren't going out as much. My town, Ulverston, is lucky in the fact that it attracts a lot of tourists, so they do have passing trade. Locals can't afford it. When my dad was working, he went to the pub every night and had several pints. But thinking back, I can still remember going into the pub when I was younger, seeing my dad, and a pint he used to drink, not Guinness. You think he was an Irishman, he did drink Guinness, but he moved on to drinking a drink called Mild. Similar colour to Guinness, but not as expensive. But in them days, I can remember a pint of Mild, well, even when I first started going out drinking, it was something like 60 pence, 50, 60 pence. I mean, a pint of Guinness now, what we're looking at? £6? I think it's around there, isn't it? £6 for a pint. And then people wonder why all the pubs are shutting. It's going to happen, isn't it? You know, when I drink, we buy a bottle of wines in Aldi. Other stores are available, and even Aldi's getting more expensive now, which they would, won't they? Because they can't stay below everybody. It's all about making a profit for them as well, which is understandable. There needs to be a complete and utter transformation along the lines of what Donald Trump's done in America, like a Doge. We need to look at everything, what we're spending and what we're bringing in, and balance the books. Sounds simple, doesn't it? I'm no expert, I'm no economist, but then it appears Rachel Reeves isn't, neither is she. You just can't keep taxing people to death. You just can't. This digital ID, One minute it's like, oh, it's to control immigration. Oh yeah, really. And now it's just wonderful, isn't it? They want to get kids on it and stuff now. And look at the pension, look at old people that don't even have a mobile phone. What are they going to do? But they don't care about them, do they? They're probably hoping most of them pass away this winter through colds and flu, diseases. I've seen it myself now. A lot of them are wearing the masks again. The COVID, the C word is raising its name again. People are just scared, especially elderly people, because what I found is pensioners, elderly people, they tend to be set in their ways and they get all their information from the BBC and the radio and some newspapers. Now, going back to the Winston Churchill generation, and when we had an absolutely brilliant leader, didn't we? Well, people believed in their government. They believed they're not there to do them harm. So some of them, unfortunately, when they listen to the Labour Party and Keir Starmer, they actually believe what he's saying. I know it sounds sad to think, but they can't imagine that they would tell them anything. They can't imagine that they would lie to them. A politician that doesn't lie. Now that would be an amazing thing, wouldn't it? Eh? Absolutely. Yeah, show me one. And then we'll see. I'll put my tick in the box next to reform. And I hope that they'll sort the place out. And if they don't, reform will go the same way as the Tories. But I think they know that. And I know they've got an opportunity. So it'll be interesting. I think they're big enough now to carry on, even without Nigel Farage. I know he's the main man, the main face of the party. Sure, busy fireworks entrances on the stage and stuff, but when you knuckle down to it, it's policies that matter, and they seem to be getting their act together, but only time will tell. Just found out that my local rugby team is going to have a kick-off on the new season at 6 o'clock at night on a Saturday, which I'm not that keen about. My wife will finish work at 5. By the time she gets home, it'll be a bit of a rush for me to set the car and get to the game on time, but there you go. First world problems, eh? We'll manage, we'll get by. So let me know if you're alright about just doing a couple of uploads, maybe 2 a week, at least a weekly blog, and I can still, I need to get some across. You've got the community page, which I've been trying to use a bit more as well, and the shorts. As I said, views don't equate to subscriptions. I've got about 330 now, which is not much, is it? But I know there's people on YouTube, without mentioning any names, that have paid money to our thousands of subscribers. And you can tell this actually, because if you've got hundreds and hundreds of thousands of subscribers, right, why do you want to get a few hundred likes or comments? There'd be that many, you wouldn't be able to keep up with it, wouldn't it? But at least the people that I've got subscribing me are genuine and organic, and I'm very grateful to those especially Munchie, that take the time to comment. Please don't think you have to comment on every single thing I do. Everybody's got a life. I understand that. But it does mean a lot to me. Somebody that can be bothered to listen to this rambling old veteran. Yeah. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's quite warm now actually, now I've been walking. And walking's always good for you. Cover your ears, Rocky, but if anything does happen to Rocky, I probably would get another dog, because for loads of reasons. For your mental health and your physical exercise, you can't beat them, and they're always there with you. You're never lonely, are you? And they always love you unconditionally. Pets, unbelievable. People that don't have pets don't understand, do they? Back home now after a microphone malfunction. So please like, share, subscribe. RG12 out.